But what I'm saying, like, if I have the opportunity to some of the people that's taking your content and they're twisting it out of what exactly is truly being said, that's the message that if you allow me to speak it, I would like to speak to those people, because they take your content and they twist it.
No. No. I can't do that because, women take stuff out of context too.
Yes, both
Hold
men and women.
Hold on. But the point is, women have had advocates for the longest, and they've taken content to speak for their benefit. I'm more concerned with you talking about people taking my content out of context. I'm more concerned with women like you understanding where they're coming from, whether they get the quote right or not. That's what I'm more concerned with, not whether they got my context right. Do you understand the frustration, the human emotion attached to a man who is resorting to listen to another man to funnel his experience through for you guys to get it? Empathy for the people using my content, not whether or not they're using it in a factual, actual way. That's what I would rather have a conversation about. Because, due respect, ma'am, what you would be doing is doing what black men have had too often. You know what I'm talking about? Sit down and let me tell you what's wrong with you. They don't need that anymore. They need
I don't want to do that.
I need you to, but they need women who are empathetic and wanting to say, you know what? You may take it out of context, but here's how I'm trying to help. Go ahead.
But Kevin, you didn't let me finish my statement, so you don't even know where I was going to go with it.
That's right. Not even the context of the show. That's the point. That's not the point. The point is you're supposed to have a criticism with me. The criticism or critique, not the fans, not the comments.
That's what I asked you when I first came back on, right? I asked you that when
I first came back on. I'm allowing you to get that through because that's not the purpose of the show. So you said, can you talk to and I'm telling you why I'm not allowing it. So if you have a criticism or critique of something I do, that's fine. But if you have a criticism or critique about the commenters, the everything else like that.
Okay, so I do have something I want to say to you directly.
Go ahead.
That you should actually allow people to express themselves before cutting them off. Thank you.
Nope.
And have a great night.
No. That's why I don't do it. See, I want you to understand something. They are so not used to being put in a place. They're so used to being in control. They're so used to being your principal, your mama, your grandmama, your everything else. And you are seeing black women like her physically, mentally, and emotionally break down in real time when someone is challenging the gynocracy's power and they don't know how to do it. See, she thought that was going to be drop the mic and leave, and you don't realize you're fucking with the best. All you did was prove that you short circuit when you can't win. A black woman running away from a losing conversation is nothing new to a black man. A woman running away from a conversation or position that they can't win is nothing new to us. What's new is we're finally calling you out saying, stop being a goddamn snowflake. Be the strong, independent woman you say you are.
I know this may sound very simplistic, but I finally have reached the conclusion of why so many people are upset at Kevin Samuels. It's very, very simple. At first, I thought people hated Kevin Samuels because they wanted to be right. Kevin Samuels has built up his platform to 1 million subscribers. But before he built up to 1 million subscribers, he had 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Now, I'm just going to tell you straight out why people are upset with Kevin Samuels. Because he's a man in control of his own platform. And he has the ability to hit the mute button and shut you up if you are not following what he's doing. And he is not necessarily trying to lead you to a destination. But what Kevin Samuels does is he slows the conversation down. I go to other platforms and I sit in the room, I listen, right? From YouTube, I go to a lot of platforms and listen to people speak. And one of the things that you see happening all the time is you see women dominate the conversation. And if men start dominating the conversation too much, they like, hold up. We want to hear from the sisters, right? But ultimately, the men don't really have control over the women, right? So people literally make channels to talk about Kevin Samuels because they cannot call and talk to Kevin Samuels, because once they call and talk to him, they have to deal with the fact that he is in control. And that pisses people off, and especially women. It pisses women off because women like to dominate the conversation. They like to make 5 points. They like to move the goalposts and change from the original point and go to a whole new point. And when you're not able to do that, and somebody slows you down, listens to what you say, give it back to you, then all of a sudden you're mad, because you're not mad because you're hearing the truth. People are not mad at Kevin Samuels because he's saying the truth. People are pissed off because they can't get off. And Kevin Samuels, because he has built up his platform, he doesn't have to go to another platform to get people to call in. Everybody calls into him. So he made himself the point of origin. Now me, I could go in with the same talking points as Kevin Samuels, say the exact same things as Kevin Samuels, not because I've been doing this. I was doing this before Kevin Samuels even popped up on the radar. Kevin Samuels popped up on the radar like 6 months after. Started showing up on the 6, the 7 with Donovan Sharp. These talking points that Kevin Samuels got, what I'm basically saying, they're not original. These are talking points from a place. And this is what I always tell people. So when I say I could go in with the exact same talking points to say the exact same things, I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about a bunch of men, and people try to act like it's a bunch of little Kevin Samuels running around, not understanding that nobody don't have respect for the streets. Nobody don't have no respect for the origin. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Supreme, the clothing store, right? They origins was the streets, the little people. See, we got these people that's like mega maniacs or whatever. You know, they think that the little guy don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Not realizing that all the big motherfuckers, they got to keep coming to the ground to get the sauce from the little guys who don't have the platform, right? But I digress on that. What I'm basically saying is that I could go in and say the exact same things, and people want to argue with you, or people want to use Kevin Samuels as a straw man and be passive aggressive, right? You're not talking to Kevin Samuels right now. But see, because you got control of the room and things of that nature, you can mute my mic because I'm up and coming. I don't have my own platform with 100,000 subscribers. So you can mute my mic. They mad, and I know it may sound super simplistic, but they're mad because they can't mute Kevin Samuels' mic. And I think that for black men, I think the lesson for us to take from that is that we want to put ourselves in a position where they can't mute our mic. And we build up a platform that's desirable enough where people want to come. Because that's the other part of the equation. You got to build a platform that's desirable, and then you have to put yourself in a position where your mic is on and you can mute everybody else. Anywho's, man, that's my video for the day. Hope all is well, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and all of that. You know, if you would like to support my work, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll be back in here with more videos for y'all. Peace.